Alrighty, we're back with Danganronpa.
Yay!
Yes!
Yeah?
Yeah,
You did it right?
Yeah, you did it.
Awesome. Alright, so Danganronpa, Trigger Hockey Havoc.
Trigger Hockey Havoc. He just played NHL 18, so that's why he's kind of got hockey on the mind right now. But if you remember last stream, unfortunate end came to Sakura, as you can see.
Now it's investigate time.
Yes.
So let's,
You want to check out all the stuff first or talk to everybody first?
Maybe talk to everybody first. Or
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away.
he's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. Better go before he crushes my soul completely. Well, I'm glad AoE slapped this guy.
but for Sakura to have been killed.
Yeah, he's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand?
I don't think so. Must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
And
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
no. Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room.
Okay. What?
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me... She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon.
By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right around then.
I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself.
What if you're lying, though?
And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force even, this never would have happened.
Would you... Hina.
Hina.
It's possible not to have regrets, I know. The fact that she asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, same place, same time and place she ended up dying. Might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly.
What do you want? You're bothering me.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Make it quick.
Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room?
So you found out. Interesting.
It's true?
I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster?
So you didn't go see her?
There's gonna be a lot of discussion right now.
Oh, so you didn't go see her?
Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all.
Yeah, I can't say that you didn't go see her. Is it the truth? I'm talking proof, otherwise I have no choice but to accept this fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight.
Okay, thanks. I really don't like this guy, to be honest now. Oh! I think we just gained a new follower.
That.
Is that enough? Oh, hello. Welcome. Okay, so we got smashed protein shaking around here.
Some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the...
Proteinzyme Act. Oh, that's the one that she said was like the connoisseur level crap,
Yeah, I
right?
think so, yeah.
So, it was poison?
So,
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty.
Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved your protein.
Appreciate the follow.
Thank you. And you mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of animals.
wrong.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, it was me. Mom?
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you.
I know. Still, this protein can. Let's get a label on it that says Chem A2. That remind me. Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
But
Just a second.
that's strange.
Oh, what is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? I was actually just going to comment on that.
Looks like broken glass.
Shards of light blue glass.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, yeah.
Shards of light blue glass. It must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They are also underneath it. Meaning the can was put on top after.
Why does that matter?
So,
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it.
You.
I feel like it'll become an important clue later on.
An important clue? Not sure I see how.
Curiouser and curiouser.
There was also something on the floor behind her as well, and something on the floor right in front of her.
Yeah, and the chairs or something.
Yeah.
Chair was shoved up against the doorknob so he couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Should always keep it in mind though. You know.
Oh, and more stuff behind her too.
Yeah, that's her, bleh.
It looks like some kind of wrapper.
Ah, that's...
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little.
Sugar, that's what calms you down.
So you gave that
That's
candy...
me.
Oh, yeah.
So you gave that candy to Sakura?
I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them.
You really like them that much?
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've all lost their flavor.
Lost over flavor. Sorry. Hina?
Hina.
It is really not the same now that Sakura's dead, but still. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Well, that's glass. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom section of a bottle, right? This must have originally been a bottle. Huh? Something else on the ground near the glass. Oh, is it blue? Oh no, it's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Why is that there?
And there's something over there in front of the magazines, right?
Wait, look.
Oh, yeah.
There are 4 red
That's
bottles.
the glass bottle that's broken.
Oh, and the thing that was inside it.
Yeah.
There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure.
Holding a chess piece.
Right, and each
What
chess
I'm
piece is
wondering-
different.
Oh, what I'm wondering is how'd they get those figures inside the bottles?
And one is missing.
Yeah.
so,
The kid nigget.
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle.
Huh?
You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that?
Oh yeah, maybe I have.
in other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will.
Huh, Monokuma bottle. I feel like I'm starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass is probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right?
The girl was any sign of any injuries on her head.
The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon.
No, but okay. And one of them's missing.
Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. With obvious evidence of the blow to the head,
Oh,
Sakura.
there was. I thought
There
you
was.
said there
Yeah,
wasn't.
no, I read it wrong.
Okay. I thought I read it right, that she had a blow to the head.
Well, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I could see a trace of blood on her lips for sure.
Okay.
So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood?
Not a chance.
Back yeah!
Was the hit post-mortem?
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location.
Moving it.
Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree?
No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. It does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Maybe the poison?
Sorry, what were you trying to tell me about?
The magazine rack over there. There's what looks like the blood on the floor, or the vomiting blood.
There's a blood stain from the magazine shelf. Doesn't come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Was so far away from where she died.
Any chance the bottle was post-mortem?
It's possible.
Make it look like she was hit?
Without really being able to get a closer look at the body, there's a possible hiding place.
Huh? The locker's open and they're on the inside. It's a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here?
Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra.
Little poop. No bowel movement, no BM.
So then, maybe the killer hid in there until the locker room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the
It
group.
seems pretty freaking unlikely. Hey guys, what are we talking about?
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility.
Yeah. Huh? Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right?
Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door.
Yeah, so then, what does his handprint mean?
Let's go check. Did the magazine rack come up?
The same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Is there anything else, really?
I don't think so. See what there's an air coin.
It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12 noon. So roughly an hour ago. Though when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego. This is a mystery indeed. This is a mystery indeed. Is there anything else really just to look at? Like, I don't know.
Look down
Door.
there. Door just leads to those.
This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. It doesn't have a
No.
lock.
Yeah.
There's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door.
So somebody came in and then he opened up the door and dropped that protein thing on the glass.
Yeah.
I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against
What
it.
I don't understand is why they wouldn't have just dropped it at the crime scene and then left. Why they had to do it,
Maybe they had to go and get it.
maybe.
Just kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There's no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locker door from the inside, not from the outside.
Okay.
Then how would they have been able to get out?
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation?
Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then,
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place.
Sweet. Can I have your jacket?
She's decided.
Your gloves?
She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with two other people. Need to hear what they have to say.
So we need to find Hiro and
Toko.
Toko.
Those other two probably went back to their rooms.
Always a pleasure talking to Toko.
It is kind of a pleasure when she's in her genocide Jill. Oh, no.
Yeah,
Is it-
okay.
Okay.
They're in their rooms.
Yeah. Nothing like a fistful of crazy to start your day.
There.
Oh, because you're in an investigation, you can't teleport.
Bugger.
Yeah, it did say there was a... Whoa. That's quite the noise for zooming.
Oh, it's just gonna take me there anyway.
Yeah, alright.
So,
Who do you want to talk to first?
I believe Toko's first on the way.
You get it out of the way.
I think you went past her because they're in.
Senora Crazy Pants.
No. She's right there.
Press the doorbell. Ding dong! After a few seconds. Of course.
We got Toko.
who's there?
Who's there?
Ah, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What do you
What do
want?
you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name.
Don't even say your name. It makes me so sick to my stomach.
I was in such a good mood, too.
Wow, you look it.
She didn't look like she's in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out to the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something.
I want to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Huh?
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him.
What? She wanted to meet with Master too?
Just call me.
Ah, I just said two, didn't I? Because now it's totally obvious, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So you can tell me about it?
I admit, I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room.
That Toko quickly retreated to her room. Retreated.
Alrighty.
Time for...
Hero time.
Different flavor of crazy.
Yeah. The enjoyable kind of crazy.
Same calories.
Press the doorbell. After a few seconds.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something?
Yep. Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
How did you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she'd asked Byakuya and Toko to come too.
What? When did Sakura tell you that?
Well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course.
Huh? But didn't she write you a note?
Yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing.
Hero, why are you lying?
Gotta be honest, this is super suspicious.
What?
Yeah.
So then you went and met with Sakura?
No way. I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that?
Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office.
No, you just
don't look
said
at
that
me.
I haven't seen her since then. Yeah,
just
you
said
just
that
contradicted
she
yourself.
Oh, Hero.
Well, I'm here. Can you show me the note that she gave you?
Do I still have it? Let's see.
Hero was feeling around in his pockets. Nope.
Hey, come on.
Oh, sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore.
Of course. There's a big goofy smile on his face. Pulled his hands back out of his pockets. When he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hero's pocket. Huh?
Candy wrapper.
Oh.
Huh? Ah!
Quick as the wind, Hero snapped back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Wow.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out.
Trash?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me.
Wow.
Wow, that wasn't suspicious at all. Before waiting for a reply, Hero quickly slipped back into his room. Hero said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. the way
Pocket trash.
the way he screamed like that. Okay, that's first from Toko and Hero. What next? Then they have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe we should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. Sure must go to the chem lab. So where should I start?
Go to the chem lab.
Yeah. Ah!
Can I work?
Okay, why would he scream like that? Okay, Hero was acting suspicious, but there's no way it can be that obvious. Who knows? Some people can just act suspicious. Accidentally. I need to go to the bathroom, so if any lines appear, can you just read them for me?
Yep.
Sorry.
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand.
Yeah, I got it. Ooh,
Yeah.
what's that on the floor? I see footprints in something.
I
can't look at that.
investigate that. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Oh, this isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it.
And the broken bottle.
There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Well,
I
pretty
see
obviously.
poison symbol.
Oh, yes. It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then, this powder must have been
So,
spilled.
in other words,
That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow.
Can you check out the footprints?
Sure can, huh?
Sweet.
And the powder.
Sweet.
There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
what?
Well, let's go. Chop, chop. Okay.
Aye.
So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean.
So,
For me?
I'm wondering if the bottle said C4, that shows where it came from, because each one of those cabinets are labeled A, B, or C.
Yeah.
So the bottle might have come from the C cabinet. But how did it fall if someone looks like that they were only looking through the A cabinet?
And the protein thing said like B2, I think, didn't it?
No, we'll have to take a look again as we go.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then
And
left.
just walk right through the powder.
That's what the footprints tell us. Tell me.
Alright, so while I'm just waiting, I'm just gonna be reading my lines.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours?
No?
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
Sure.
I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said.
I see, your feet do appear to be too big.
Too big.
Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints.
Do you really hate me that much? Unfortunately?
But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to.
And these prints are a really valuable clue. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. Looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder.
Yes.
Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Oh, bathroom's free, so again, I'm gonna be right back.
Mm-hmm.
We can look at the cabinet. A, B, and C.
On this shelf is one look and I could tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. That looks like, I don't know. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit, section C. So on this shelf it looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must surely be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong
Back.
loser, which I suppose suits you well.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I didn't even say that. Anyways, it doesn't matter right now. I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I could consider this part of the shelving until section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. Let's see. What's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines.
There's a C in the wrong spot.
Oh!
There's a C bottle in the A.
The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers all the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I could consider this part of the shelving to section 8. No, look! Huh? But wait. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? I doubt it. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. Or maybe it was a killer. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements. Section B has reagents. And Section 3 has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. What concerns me that in Section A there's a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on
It's
here.
the same bottle as the one that smashed on the floor.
Chem lab shelf has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Wait, or is the bottle...
The bottle had the
Four?
Monokuma figures, isn't it?
No, it had the
Oh, okay.
skull and crossbones. I just don't remember if it was Chem C9.
I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room.
Alright. We're at the 3rd floor.
In the rec room right here. Oh, no, you're right.
Are we on the 4th floor right now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cause like the chem lab and stuff is on the 4th floor, cause it's new.
Rec room is that Target.
That's why AOE and Sakura were so excited about it, probably because it was new and they'd never seen it before.
Passed it.
You passed it.
Hey,
So
Took over
Makoto,
the rec room.
how's your investigation going?
Told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her.
One of them is lying though.
But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying.
Yeah. Someone's lying.
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look over them one more time.
So Sakura's body?
Yep.
According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out.
We're looking, Kyoko. Jeez. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
like touching and stuff.
There's no getting around it.
Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. The kind of thing I've grown perversely perversely used to. Although there's still some times. Can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
it's true.
That's totally normal.
Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past.
What?
Sorry, never mind.
Kyoko?
Hey,
More importantly, look here.
Oh. Her shoes? Wait, those Sakura's footprints, right?
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep?
Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1.
Yeah, that we also saw in the chem lab. Yellow powder.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look
it's
carefully.
true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail.
Huh. Kyoko's examination summary. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. Well, she has experience with this. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off.
Monokuma bottles and the magazine rack.
I think Kyoko said she'd found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles.
Something new, something new.
Something new, something new.
Hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it.
Correlation? Wait, is that it?
Well, they're all holding a chess piece. Every chess piece is different. And there's only one chess piece on the floor, so there's one missing.
I'm not sure this has to do anything, but angry, kind of angry, middle, happy, I think.
I don't know. I think it has to do with chess pieces, but
Correlation. I don't. Hey, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is? Please, you're having real trouble here.
so...
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome.
It's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer?
I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with.
Here. Oh. Oh. I shared it. Only to a degree? I don't see the correlation from the bottles.
Well, I know that there's one set found on the floor, and there's one missing.
Yeah.
No, there's
Bishop.
2 missing, right?
Bishop is missing. No, the bishop's there.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
look at it again. The bishop
If
is
the
that one
middle one
in
is the
between the
bishop.
two in between the 2 empty spaces.
Okay, then the
So
king.
the pawn and the rook, the bishop, and the queen are there.
King's
Or sorry, the king's there.
or
No, that's a queen, isn't it? No.
looks like a queen.
Yeah.
Wait, but there's also 2 missing.
Yeah, but there's one on the floor. From
Yeah,
the
the
broken
knight.
bottle, it's on the floor, but there's still one missing.
The knight's missing.
Hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right?
Experiment?
anyway...
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too.
Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with a crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass.
With that, Kyoko left the room. Really don't know what this is about, but choice I have, better just do it. Took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. Just as I finished up,
Sorry to keep you waiting.
so then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work.
So, what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights.
Compare the weights of what?
The pieces of glass you collected, and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact.
Why do you want to do that?
That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Okay.
listen.
First, let's compare the weight of two of the normal Monokuma bottles.
It's balanced.
In other words,
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same.
Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same. Nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all of the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see?
Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try.
Huh?
Much heavier.
The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Wait. Don't those bottles look similar to
Yeah,
the
that's what I was
bottles-
thinking.
The bottles were swapped,
Yeah.
but the chemical bottles are much heavier than the bottles using those ones, and for some reason the label was,
Take it off.
so that's chem bottle, and the one up there is actually a Monokuma bottle.
Possibly.
What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles, put it all together,
hey,
and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you.
Monokuma bottle experiment. Because that actually isn't a Monokuma bottle. It's actually a chem bottle. At least I think.
So you still need to do the magazine rack.
Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down.
Tetuko ladies.
And someone put it back that way on accident?
I know it says on accident.
Yeah.
Because it's an American,
Hey.
the people doing the translation. If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right. Picked up.
Go ahead.
I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word has been written in blood. Bloody letters. Oh, well, letters? And it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
And it would appear you found it.
Kyoko, is this...
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it.
a dying message?
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right?
Oh, and you're gonna dump the conclusion back there. Yeah, it looks like it.
Then she's the killer, right?
Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I really forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer.
No, we really... I can see why you would think that, but... It just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Magazine, dying message. She jumps to conclusions. What is the problem?
Yeah.
What is the problem I have with her?
Whoops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring.
We were
stay
trying,
awake.
Monokuma.
Should I
Frick
do
you.
it? Is it okay? Can I?
No.
Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first
What?
floor of the
I had to
school.
refresh.
No, not that.
Oh.
It doesn't seem like we collected enough evidence, though.
See you
You're a little light, but
It's already time, but the mystery at the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Or I have to make something happen.
did you want to take 5 before we get into the trial?
Yes. Look, we're already 46 minutes in and we're already at the class trial. That's how short this investigation was.
Yeah, normally we're at least over an hour.
After.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it starts the class trial if you've collected the evidence that you need.
Yeah, all the evidence.
But that seems like way too light.
Alright, well, we will be back
Yep. Take a quick fiver.
in the soon end of things. And then we'll get this ball rolling. See you in a few.
See you in 5.
Okay, we're back. Let's get this ball rolling.
Have a tea.
I just had a thought, though.
Ready to do the
While
trial?
we took our break.
What is it?
Remember, wasn't there a thing in here that gave everybody's sizes?
Report card.
Did it give shoe size?
I don't think so, but
Oh no, just chest, weight, height, name.
yeah.
I was gonna say we could go through that and check out shoe
It
sizes.
didn't give a size though when we were looking at the.
No,
foot
no, no.
cards.
I just mean compare who has bigger feet.
Right.
Oh god, this room's getting empty.
Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then... The ultimate martial artist! A locked room murder mystery!
This. What the?
Oh, just recently discovered the power of
Emoticons.
emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns
It
positive!
worked that way, Monica.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body!
This is just plain creepy.
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, you put in a sad face and make it look super negative. For example, you have 100 friends.
He's right. That does make it seem sad.
Now then, please get on the elevator.
Oh God.
See you all down
Oh
there.
my goodness. Is this gonna be a thing?
Apparently. Oh, until he gets bored of it. What the hell was that?
I don't get it.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Oh my god, AOE.
Don't look at
I
me.
don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way.
Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit.
The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed
She's
her.
got big ass feet.
Yeah.
There's no way her feet are smaller than Makoto's.
Then how did she get yellow powder on her shoes?
Unless someone put it there.
And that person is here.
But
That
wait,
person is one of us.
just based on the footprints, like AoE and Toko's. Is Toko wearing shoes or boots?
Like, shoes. Toko has tiny feet.
So does AoE.
I,
Yoko always wears those boots, and the footprint would not look like that with those boots with heels.
do you want to talk to everyone? before
When
we
Hero
finish
wears
this draft?
flip-flops.
Yeah, flip-flops are notoriously when you walk in them, they slide, so you get that long sliding footprint.
Don't look at me.
I said it before and I'll say it again. It wasn't me.
Okay.
The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that.
Duh. Dum-dum.
Duh.
Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you?
Oh, whoops.
Sorry.
Fun?
I don't think they had anything important to say anyway.
No. I could feel a chill fear running through me and trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence.
It's just gonna get harder.
We watched the doors close. Ailey was about to say, "There's the murders, I know it," and felt it begin its sinister descent. Oh my god, the elevator is so freaking empty. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, as suddenly as always.
What
The
does it
ride
look
is
like
over.
today.
The doors opened once again.
Egyptian theme.
Just a second now, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, was the class trial end with one last classmate again? Will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are you ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. Sorry, I'm getting super into the voice. So the curtain opened for the fourth time. A deadly judgment of these. Yep, we know. A deadly class trial. He's just gonna say the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Bob.
Now open the e-handbook and go through what we have.
Truth bullets.
Also, we want to set our stuff too.
Monokuma File 4.
Bullies.
The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Rec room door. A chair had been jammed against the door within the rec room, blocking access from the outside. It is believed that the killer did this to create a locked room scenario. Status of Sakura's body. Sakura was found dead, seated in a chair, slumping forward. Traces of blood were found around her mouth, presumably from when she vomited blood. However, there's no injury or indication as to why she would have vomited blood.
Except poison.
Magazine shelf bloodstain. A bloodstain was found in front of the shelf of magazines. The blood is presumed to be Sakura's. There's currently no explanation for how a bloodstain would have appeared so far away from where the victim was
The
found.
Monokuma File said she vomited.
Polka dot candy wrapper. At one point, AOE had been injured and taken to the nurse's office. After she was taken care of, she gave a piece of candy to Sakura, which had the type of wrapper. According to AOE, she had monopolized this candy as soon as it had become available, so obtaining a piece would have been difficult to impossible.
She never said that she shared her with Hiro.
No.
So how does Hiro have one?
Exactly.
Because Sakura didn't share hers with Hiro because there was another wrapper found at the floor. Unless Sakura did give it to Hiro, and then that wrapper was one of the ones that AOE has.
There were pieces of red glass scattered near the table in the rec room. After finding the top and bottom pieces, it was concluded that the shards must have come from a bottle. A Monokuma figure was found lying on the rec room floor. It would fit roughly in the palm of your hand. There are a number of red bottles on a shelf in the rec room. Inside each bottle is a Monokuma figure. Additionally, there seems to be some kind of unknown correlation between the bottles. Anti-protein drink. Anti-protein drink was found near the rec room door. The container had a label reading Chem A2. The shards of glass from the window that was broken to get into the room were found both around and underneath the container. Locker handprint. A fresh handprint was found inside the rec room's open locker. Since the locker was open before they opened the locked room, there's no way someone was hiding in there before they arrived.
And I really don't think Ogre would have stuffed in there.
Ogre. It's going off of what Hiro said. AOE's account. Sakura had written notes to Toko, Byakuya, and Yasuhiro, asking them to meet her in the rec room by noon. She had slid these notes underneath each person's room door. Byakuya's account. Byakuya confirmed that he received Sakura's note, but also claimed that he never went to see her. In fact, had not seen her at all that day. Toko's account. Toko confirmed that she received Sakura's note, but also claimed that she never went to see her. Pocket trash. A small bit of garbage accidentally fell out of Yasuhiro's pocket. It's a piece of paper with red polka dots on it. Yellow powder. Yellow
It's
powder.
on top of her shoe.
Yeah, it is.
Yellow powder was found.
But she did say on the instep. It's not showing the instep, but she said that there was powder on the instep.
Yellow powder was found on the instep of Sakura's foot. Kyoko's examination summary. Sakura suffered 2 blows to the head. Not one. No blood was found on either of her hands.
That's why I think they're a post-mortem, because usually if you get hit in the head, you're going to grab at it, right?
Monokuma's bottle experiment. All the Monokuma bottles appear to be roughly the same weight. However, when the bottle shards were weighed against an intact bottle, the shards were found to be heavier.
So either it was a different type of bottle, like a heavier chem bottle, Or it's shards from more than one broken bottle, because there were 2 Monokuma bottles missing.
Yeah, or the Monokuma bottle, one of them is the bottle upstairs. Because they needed something to make it look like that powder had come, right?
Magazine's dying message. On the magazine shelf, one magazine had been put back upside down. Inside this magazine, Toko's name had been written in blood. It is assumed that whoever wrote it used their finger to do so. Chem lab shelf. On the shelf in the chem lab, section A contains supplements, section B contains reagents, and section C contains harmful chemicals. A bottle of poison labeled as section C had been placed in section A of the shelf.
See, that C9 bottle looks, I guess, not that close to the Monokuma bottles.
But broken. Hold on a second. So that magazine dying message,
Yeah.
it specifically stated that Sakura had no blood on her hands. She
That's
couldn't
true.
have written that message.
That's true.
Source of the powder. There was so I think Toko's being framed. There's a broken bottle in front of the chem lab shelf, which is labeled Chem C4. The powder on the floor is assumed to have come from this.
That looks like it could be a Monokuma bottle right there.
According to Byakuya, the powder would had to have been spilled after the incident took place. Footprints in the powder. Someone had left footprints in the powder spilled in the chem lab. These footprints appeared only near the leftmost section of the shelf. From this, it can be assumed the suspect only had business in this area. Alright, that's it.
We have.
What we got?
Alright. B, now we've got our set skills.
So we have 3,
Lost in...
We can do one more.
depending on whether it's 3 or 4.
Correct.
Increase the time limit for each phase, effective during the class trial.
Okay, so
That was,
instead
that
of
was,
cool and composed might be good too.
Steadies your aim a little, effective during the non-stop debate in the Hangman's Gambit.
Okay.
Robot Jock, we already have.
Oh, what's vocabulary?
Vocabulary. Increases bullet capacity, effective during the bullet time battle.
can't use it.
No.
So, which ones can we do?
We could do lost in thought or cool and composed.
Yeah.
So
Which-
increase the time limit or increase your aim.
Well,
or
since
your-
we had issues with time limit last time,
Gonna do Lost in Thought.
yeah.
Okay.
Alright, finish preparations.
The aiming isn't really that hard to do.
So, is Lost in
Begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So,
Yes,
your
we
votes
know,
will determine
Monokuma.
the
You've told us
results.
this plenty of
If you can
times.
figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Huh?
Deja vu.
Deja vu!
Sakura is
Who?
one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro.
I don't think Hiro hated.
Hero never came across as hating her.
Just
Oh, right. They talk now, so we don't really need to.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'd never kill someone. No way.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Maybe they're not excuses. Hiro seems really sure that one of those 3 is a killer. But you must have some reason for believing that. Alright, what are we on? We are on Aoi's account. God, all the X's now.
I know.
And they always account
It was
with
one
what?
of you.
That was the one where she said that Sakura wrote her.
One of you killed Sakura.
Blah blah blah.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can
Probably that's the
get.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is? Some concrete, I'm sure he's mentioned it before. I didn't get to
It
read
was
that.
one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
Okay.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
I don't think that's it.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Oh, you stupid!
That's about as
You
low as
stupid purple piece of crap!
It was one of you.
I think you need to go to the right where you won't hit the purple. Or somewhere in between it. Sorry.
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
No.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Yeah.
No, it's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
Can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. So then does that mean one of them did it? Who done it out of the three that Aoi's accusing? Pocket trash. How would that have to do with
Hero.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here.
What?
I never saw her.
No, it's wrong.
Oh, but then Aoi's gonna accuse Hiro.
When we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Well,
What
no,
Hiro?
Because
This can't be right.
Hina gave it to Sakura after the nurse's office.
Hiro, I really don't want to accuse you, but you're looking kind of suspicious right now. What?
Oh, did you read that already?
Yes, I did.
Sure.
Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is Hiro got the candy from Hina when Sakura got that candy. Sakura loves candy too much to share.
And Sakura got that candy?
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was...
Hiro, come on. I really don't want to accuse.
I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
Well, we just talked. That's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
Yeah, to be honest.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
How?
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Oh, the thing.
Bruce, what are you talking
The writing.
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
Hiro do that?
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Yeah. When
Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. But Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it. It was above the magazine shelf, on the magazine shelf, or on
Magazine shelf.
It was on the magazine shelf.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
So it moved.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Wasn't there to begin with?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
It really doesn't though. There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation. In which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. No, I don't want it to be Hiro though. Because I do really like Hiro.
Like I said, it's possible Hiro thinks he did it.
Yeah. Magazine dying message.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
So was it what Hiro said?
When he first found the body. He found the body first. Well,
We were all there when I broke the window.
yeah. Yeah, because then how would the door have gotten locked? See, like what I was thinking is that, you know, sometimes there's that thing where, you know, kind of like with what Byakuya did, right? He changed the crime scene because he walked in on the crime scene, but he changed it to suit his own ends.
Yeah.
But maybe he thought, like you said, was sleeping, but then how did the door get locked?
That's the thing
question.
that I can't figure out.
Because it's just like, I thought that when I found the body. It's very possible he found the body before anybody else, but then how did the door get locked?
Right, so we just need to figure where are we firing this freak bullet.
Tom, where's the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body
Try that
was
one, I
discovered.
guess.
That?
Yeah.
And I can tell you
I'm
when
thinking
I
that's
found
it.
the dying message.
Because I think everything that
It
Kyoko
was
said
only
is right.
after the investigation had begun.
Because we all found the body
I found
together.
the magazine tucked away on the
Well, A, we
magazine
found
shelf.
first. Because
When
she's
I
the one
pulled it
that came to
out,
get us.
True.
I saw her final words.
But there's no way Hiro found it while we were all standing there. Right?
So, what? So,
We try it, we've got 5
I can
hearts.
tell you
Yeah.
exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Oh, come on!
And I can tell you
Yep.
when I found the dying
Frick
message.
you.
It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I'm thinking it's what he said. I think it's what Hiro said. Because I think what Kyoko told us, everything that Kyoko told us is
When
right.
Ogre's body was discovered.
Whoa, wait, what?
what? No, Kyoko wasn't tucked away. It was
No.
right there.
Yeah, that's...
So there is a chance he actually could have
Exactly
seen
when I
it.
found the dying message. When Ogre's body was
Still
discovered.
fire at Kyoko's statement?
And I can
Yeah.
tell you when I found the dying
Like
message.
when she said, I
It
found it
was
tucked
only
away.
after the investigation had begun.
Yeah, when it
I
was tucked.
found the magazine tucked away on the
Wait,
magazine
what?
Okay.
Okay, so I guess it's...
I thought, for some reason, I thought it was tucked away was the goal.
Yeah.
So it's this
I can
neck
tell you
thing that
exactly
Kyoko...
when I found the dying message. When Ogre's
So it's
body
not
was
that one.
discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying
So
message.
just do the invest.
It was only after
Oh, wait,
the
wait, 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 wait.
investigation had begun. I
What?
found the magazine tucked away on
Is
the
this one the
magazine
one where we
shelf.
have
I was
to...
wondering about
When I
that,
pulled
but I
it
don't know.
out, I saw her final words.
Let's just try the next thing Kyoko said, and if it's not, then it's one of
That
the...
puts us down to 2 hearts, and that means I only have 2 more tries.
What are we doing?
Okay, so the first message is... when I found Ogre's body, right? That's
Yeah.
the first one. The next one is after the investigation has begun, and then the third one is on the magazine shelf.
Yeah.
And all those make sense now.
So when Ogre's body was discovered is a weak point.
Mm-hmm.
But then what do you fire at?
Well,
Or you grab the after the investigation and fire it at when Ogre's body was discovered.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Because the only other option is shooting it after the investigation had begun. Which is
True, yeah. Alright, you want to try that?
Yeah. Yeah, let's try it.
Alright, so sorry, I'm grabbing...
After the investigation.
Exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Kind of don't though. I don't think it's Hero though, because it's just too obvious.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
What?
Shoot the regular one at the second statement?
I guess.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
But there's no purple. So maybe grab that? Maybe grab that and then shoot it at Kyogo's second statement?
After the investigation had begun.
Stupid purple.
So it's definitely a matter of grabbing something.
So maybe the third one then fired at the first? That's what I'm thinking, or... Alright, it was fine, because if we run out of hearts, then it's fine. Then we...
When Ogre's body was discovered.
Yeah, maybe, maybe shoot it at the second statement.
It was only after the investigation had begun.
I don't get this one.
Sorry. I thought that might work. What about tucked away in the magazine stand, fired after when Ogre's body was discovered?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Really the only other choice we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, suddenly everybody thinks Makoto did it.
Just because of that. Yeah, we're giving it another friggin' try. I kind of want to see what it looks like when everybody else gets discovered.
Suddenly, for no apparent reason, everyone assumes Makoto did it.
Okay, yeah. Grab the third statement, then fire it at Hiro's statement. That's what I'm thinking.
I can tell you exactly when
If not, then the other way. Grab that one, then fire the third statement. It's fine, then we just have 4.
I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation
What
had
about
begun.
grab the magazine shelf and shoot it at her other statement? Because there's no way we can know for sure that it was actually on the shelf when we started.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Alright.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Don't fire it there.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
Gotta be the first statement.
Okay, alright, sorry. I was just...
I get it. So...
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Did I miss it?
No, but
I just got deflected.
It was only after the investigation had begun.
Oh shit.
Third statement.
Tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Yeah, there we go.
When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Sorry, folks. This is just a bit of a tough
I
one.
can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was destroyed.
Oh, there.
There we go.
It's wrong.
No, it's wrong.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it. After we'd begun the investigation, you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
No, we really can't.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
What about the fingers?
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. No.
No blood on her.
You almost had blood on her.
Oh, oh.
Oh, we're doing this.
Show me the proof. I'm at least
Okay.
30% right.
3 bullets left.
The occult is bullcrap.
5,
Arrest.
2,
I'm at least 30%
4,
right.
1,
The occult
3,
is bullcrap.
5, 3, 1.
The end is nigh.
Oh, great.
Show me the proof.
So, how do we do this one? Do we just wait until
The occult is bullcrap.
3,
Give it a rest.
5, 5,
I'm at least 30% right.
6.
The occult is bullcrap.
How do we?
You just gotta wait until it's...
Hold like one heart?
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Hit it, because that...
Oh, shit.
Because you kept missing, that was making this damage more.
Oh, sorry.
Fun. Oh my god!
When it hits that
Oh,
negative,
yeah,
it's
fun,
better
fun.
to just
Let it run out.
let it run out.
Yeah.
Is the...
I hate failing these all the time.
I know.
refuse to give up yet?
Oh, we go back with full hearts now.
So it's fine.
These ones are the worst ones.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
3, 5,
Give it a
4,
rest.
2, 4, 6,
At least
5,
30% right.
6, 4,
The
6,
occult is bullcrap.
2, 4,
The end is
6.
nigh.
Alright,
Show
so
me the
just,
proof.
so just let it run
I'm
out.
at
But
least
we're pretty good. He's
30%
at
right.
2.5 and we have almost all of our stars, so
The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
you can't tell what the tempo is.
I'm at least 30% right.
So you have to let it, you know. Sorry we kept doing your Discord. I was making you
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Sakura.
Rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sakura's dead. And now we're doing a trial.
Can't hear you, can't hear you.
Okay, we almost got it. There you go.
Show me the proof.
Yoko's examination summary.
Do that.
Shoot it, shoot it.
No, what?
This should prove it.
Oh!
So yeah, Sakura was murdered in a locked
I'm
room.
completely unconvinced that
We think she was
Sakura
poisoned.
wrote that dying message.
She was also hit in the head twice. There's a
Because
dying
if you
message
look
left.
at it, the message was
Yeah.
almost certainly written using a
The
finger.
finger, but there was no blood
Both
found
of
on
her
her
hands were completely
Yeah.
free of blood.
Who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself.
That is true.
That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
That would explain it.
Doesn't necessarily mean he killed her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
He thinks he
did.
killed her, but he hit her on the head and she was already dead.
You're
But the
admitting
question
to killers?
is how did the door get locked?
Explain what happened.
That's what I don't understand.
I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
Byakuya,
When I
listen.
got there,
Oh, she's not?
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well.
Okay.
Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy.
Oh, sure. Thanks.
that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
No, but she was already dead.
No.
Went limp.
No?
I didn't see her move again after that.
She just wasn't dead.
Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something,
That's where she vomited blood,
executed.
too, maybe.
So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst!
I hope you die.
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me. Boil me.
No,
do whatever
Hero!
you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know
No.
who did it.
No?
I'm with you. I still think Hina.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
Thank you.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that
You!
Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider
Sakura
the
was going to
case
kill
closed.
herself?
Possibly.
Yeah, I think she... it sounded like she killed herself. So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What he would have had to do after writing the message doesn't make sense. Why he didn't use Sakura's finger while the magazine was hidden, why he picked Toko? Which one is it?
Why he didn't use Sakura's finger?
What he would have had to do after writing the message.
Oh. Why
The
the...
magazine was hidden.
I got it!
Yeah, okay.
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
I think Sakura was going to kill herself, but I think she got Hina to do it so that Hina can get out.
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine
Because with the
had
message
been
and everything, it
picked up and
looks
put on
like
the
Hiro
shelf.
did it.
Why
Yeah,
would
so
you
that's why
take the
he
time
didn't
to
lock
write
the
that
door, he
message?
just left.
Then stick
So when
it somewhere
Hina
we
came
might
back-
not find it.
She gave her the dosage,
Yeah.
left, Sakura locked the door.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
To- why would he
I don't
be?
see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
He's not lying?
No?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf.
Maybe.
In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
Hina was hiding in the locker.
Who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Someone who wouldn't like would have been
Well,
written.
it would have been Toko.
Yeah.
I got it!
Yeah, so
Had
maybe
to be
Toko
Toko,
got there
right?
ahead of time and just hid in the locker. Just to see what was going on, right?
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right? Hiro
What?
just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
I
What
don't
he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
Okay, so, hang on a moment.
We're gonna be right back.
Temporarily down a person.
The tea finally kicked in. I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, never mind.
Alright, we're good.
Yep.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. Thank God. And I have to prove that.
Yeah, I was right about one thing.
Yeah.
The idea that Hiro thought he did it.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelter above, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
That was...
Yeah, but
After the first swing, the bottle shattered,
Summary? Yeah.
and she went limp.
What were the other ones?
Status of Sakura's body.
Might be the status.
I don't know what's happening, but her examination was what showed she'd been hit twice.
Just couldn't remember which one was which.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelter above, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Yep.
No, that's wrong.
So
No, it's not wrong. You only hit her once.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
Remember, this girl examines dead bodies as personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma.
Oh, God dang.
What's that?
That's why there were two of the two bottles.
And the extra glass equals the extra weight.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
2 are missing.
There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chest piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
Those are the pieces.
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
The correlates between the Monokuma bottles. I feel like it's starting to become clear. That connector must be it's the object of the Monokuma figure inside each bottle's holding. Does another make your argument? No, it's a Hangman's Gambit. Oh, that one? Which one?
Oh, shit.
It
That-
had like nothing. So careful.
Eat. Oh, that's one. Oh, crap.
Oh, crap.
Dang it.
Yeah, Makoto did it.
Apparently.
Fiendish bastard.
God dang you, Makoto.
I refuse to give up yet.
What's that?
Answer a question.
Oh, he didn't answer your question. You must be the killer.
We know what it is.
Murderer! So, the letter combination could be different? No. That one?
Oh my god.
This is where the aiming might have come in handy.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yes. E. And E.
Chess
Now I
piece.
understand. That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the
Nice on the
piece that was
floor.
inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
Queen.
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop,
Is
and
it the
pawn.
king that's missing?
You don't know comfortable doing
Yeah, I can do it.
What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those
So
4.
that means the knight and the queen is missing.
Well, no, the knight they found on the floor.
Yeah.
Part of the bottle. The queen is missing.
Yeah, the queen is missing.
And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Toko!
Yeah, Shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So,
Hey,
let's
Ragnar,
say a
what are you doing?
bottle did go missing.
He's just sniffing the laptop.
There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No, it couldn't have.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is
Is
connected
connected
to
to
this
this
case.
case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
And the bottle is broken?
Yep.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so
You
sure?
so sure.
2 headrooms.
Because there was
frickin'
evidence at the
headrooms.
scene that supports it.
The extra glass.
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken.
And what is this?
Oh, sorry, I
Oh,
accidentally
see,
skipped.
what is this evidence?
What is it?
Go.
Is it on the floor?
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out which, Wait, no, the bottle experiment.
Oh, the bottle
Yeah.
experiment?
Yep.
Where is it?
Oh, you already were on it. It's right there.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Sir.
Is that a menorah behind it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I noticed that when they first walked in. I was like,
Oh, by the way, I meant to mention this earlier, Lucas, when you first came on. The Discord pinging wouldn't have mattered because it's in streamer mode, so we didn't hear it anyway.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and
To
get rid of
destroy
it
evidence,
anyway?
right?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. Was it been used by Sakura's second attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was by Sakura's second attacker.
The bottle
I
that
call
was
it
removed
Sakura.
from the scene was used
It doesn't
the
matter
second
how you
time
call it.
Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given
Oh,
all
good.
the
There's a
evidence,
lot over
this
an hour.
is the only possible conclusion.
No, we didn't hear it.
So you're fine.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second
So Hero's
bottle.
fine.
Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Wait, what?
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Oh!
Hiding in the locker.
Wait, I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but
Wait.
there's no evidence.
Wait,
of
we're putting the blame on Toko now?
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you...
Because he
I'm not
thought.
afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
Attaboy, Hero.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves
I
it.
like Hero, to be honest.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I
Oh!
assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone.
Toko was hiding in the
Locker room.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
Yeah.
The shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come.
Jackie, are you serious? You,
Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to
the
hide.
locker room. The freaking locker
In the
room.
rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that Toko was hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left it there for anyone to find.
A new element? Pressing the Y button during your final
Oh
strike
God,
will
what
second thought.
now?
You're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use.
Oh,
to
okay,
lead
just at the
coup de
final
grace.
end, once you bring them down,
Mhm.
then you have to choose the right truth bullet to go with the statement that's coming at you.
Oh, good lord.
Like this is the same way during the non-stop debate. Simply. But, and of course, we're set to gentle. Wait, are we set to gentle?
No, we're set to kind.
Oh, so we're good then.
No. Oh, gentle is the...
Gentle's easy mode. So if we were on mean, oh, you're just gonna set us to mean anyway.
Yeah.
Means we have more truth bullets, so we have to cycle through.
Yeah.
About halfway through the game.
Yeah. I know I probably shouldn't have looked it up, but apparently there's 6 chapters to this. Yeah, like 2 chapters away from victory.
Don't we look at stuff up?
Sorry.
It's a
It's
lie.
only looked up though. It's only looked up.
Nothing. I hate you. I curse you.
5, 3,
No.
5,
5, 4, 2,
I admit nothing.
0.
I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie.
So all we have to do is just wait until it runs out.
Never mind, that's all.
I don't know how. No. Oh boy, it's gonna be close.
Yeah, it was really close last time too. Final strike. Glass shards on the floor. Hiding in the rec room. Don't be ridiculous. Locker handprint.
This should prove it.
Woo!
Can you look up how to do that?
Yeah.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
It doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
That was a closey. I don't know why I said that. God dang it.
Wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Oh, wasting your time.
It's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Oh.
Yeah, she just admitted that it was her
Then
handprint.
you killed Sakura.
No, I swear, there's no way.
So now you're going back.
3 people involved and only one.
Jeez, how many times does this chick get clubbed?
Probably did kill her.
Probably.
Straight up again.
What do you mean, probably?
Okay, Ragnar. You know, the people can hear you.
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early. So I went and I didn't know what she might do if I didn't even go. But I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Did you see what happened? Did you see me?
No, I just wanted. Did you want to take over, or did you want to? Sorry.
I mean, I could.
Yes. And I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So is this like a freaking murder on the Orient Express situation?
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker.
Yeah, because it seems like there's a bunch of people involved in this murder.
Everybody killed Sakura.
You did. You put it back upside down.
Oh, for the 2 people that are watching, one of them being you?
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that.
Was the other one is Lucas?
Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling.
Plus, I mean, it was written in the 30s. I'm pretty sure it's been long enough for spoiler alert.
And when I turned around, there was Sakura covered in blood and staring right at me.
They're all
When I
murderers.
saw
That's pretty
the
terrifying.
blood, I fainted.
Oh yeah, the blood. She fainted.
magazines.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll
Oh.
Huh?
Oh, uh-oh, here we go.
It was Genocide Jill. Yes! I read the book and watched the movie.
There you go. Good lad.
Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
Oh, Sakura.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find. Which I guess was a bomb. Sakura was just worried about you. And
It's called Fever Time. and
You're
it's
terrible.
The RV.
Oh, okay.
No, she's terrible. Thanks to her,
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag
Okay,
me
so I was
into it.
looking that up. What happened?
So,
She woke up, Sakura's right there.
and the blood made her pass out.
You know, I'm talking about Genocide Jill.
Oh, so Genocide Jill woke up. Sakura was making sure she was okay.
Yeah.
But she just saw that
Yeah.
and freaked out and whacked her with the bottle.
Well, maybe thinking that Sakura was
And
gonna
then she
kill her.
collected the bottle
Okay.
shards because
She needed to get
she
rid of
didn't want to
evidence.
go down for that.
But the poison has to have something
I
to do
just
with
can't
it.
catch a break,
I don't think
you
she
know?
killed
They've
Sakura.
got it out for
No,
me.
I don't think so.
Because
But some
normally,
poison has to
Sakura
have
should have been
something
able to
do with it.
dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong
Or
as she
maybe
is,
there
she
wasn't
must have
poison
still
at
been
all
reeling from
involved.
Hero's
Then
attack.
why was the cup placed on top of the glass? Why was that one bottle in the wrong area of the cabinet?
I
Why
don't-
was there yellow powder spilled over the floor?
I don't
We're
know,
getting there.
okay? I
I'm
don't
not the one
know.
that killed Ogre. So that's good.
That's good? Keep talking like that and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh? Thought for sure you'd have some words for Hero on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No.
Not quite yet.
Oh, I see a little bead of sweat there.
Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hero's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
Maybe.
Sakura was a sturdy gal. A couple of empty glass bottles is not going to do her in.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Okay.
I think you called it from the beginning.
Wait, yellow powder?
I'm assuming it's gonna have to do with yellow powder.
I was just sleeping peacefully.
Oh, you tapped
And
it.
all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it, Ice Master, good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up.
Nope.
So, if you
I
think
killed her
about it,
there in front of the shelf.
No. He didn't.
so what were all the choices? Status of Sakura's body.
Yellow shell.
Yellow powder and Kyoko's examination.
I think it would be Kyoko's examination.
I'm thinking status of Sakura's body. It was
Yeah.
sitting.
On the chair.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right
I don't disbelieve Genocide Jill. I think she did hit her over by the magazine rack.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood.
What if you call
Her
it
head in with the
ogre?
Monokuma bottle?
Huge.
You got it, Ice Master, good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, it's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
No, we noticed.
Just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Didn't we stress her yet?
Attacked her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Yeah, the blood splatter on the floor.
It has to be it. The evidence of an attack in front of the magazine shelf is magazine shelf bloodstain.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stained by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right?
Ow.
Like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I can move a level down
I was gonna say that'd be like a Ford Fiesta pulling a dump truck.
But she still manages to hang dead people up.
Then
But just not besides Sakura.
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room.
Sakura locked the room, I'm sure of it. I've been sure of it from the beginning.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
No.
So she just hid in there?
No.
Everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
She showed up later.
There's no way Toko was hiding in the locker.
Oh, it was there.
The locker.
Thought for myself.
Yeah, when we looked through the glass, the locker was open.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside.
The
And
locker
at that
room
point,
was.
the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then.
In her room.
She wasn't hiding.
What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How did you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the
She
shot
died
to
from
the
the
head.
poison.
And
Is I think.
I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
Oh, can't you?
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
That's because I think you did it, AoE. We're gonna do that. Yeah. Oh, could we really be missing something so important? There's another possible explanation. Maybe it's.
Yellow powder.
It'd be yellow powder.
Maybe.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
That, I
So
think.
you're dead
Yeah.
set on blaming me, huh?
So, no, I don't think it's a.
Wait.
Wait,
Didn't the Monokuma file number 4 say that?
she vomited violently.
So it's the Monokuma file
Yeah,
four.
yellow powder doesn't.
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
That?
Yeah.
So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
God, freaking. Wait, we're at 1 heart?
Yeah, 'cause we made up one a little bit. We were at like
Was it that killed
very
Ogre?
last sliver of that last heart.
Oh, because of that overtime battle.
What was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than
That?
the shot to her head.
Yes, that.
No,
What's wrong?
according to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death.
Well, it's not a common
In
occurrence.
fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
I mean, if you routinely vomit blood, you should get that looked at.
Maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
No!
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
Well, we're examining.
I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
So she is the
If it wasn't a
ultimate
cut or
detective.
anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Yes!
That's right.
Finally, someone
This
catches
is the
on to it.
conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
Oh, wow.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
Goodness.
Poison? It isn't possible!
Oh, yes, it is,
Is it
AoE.
really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to
How
poison her.
AoE was able to poison her? Should I still think of AoE, to be honest with you?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
Okay.
But
Okay.
you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab
What?
that houses a
Oh, what
variety of
Lucas said.
mixtures and chemicals.
Oh,
And that's where I found this.
Chem C9.
Is that the poison?
Yep.
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle.
It replaced the yellow powder.
yeah, I've been wondering why nobody's done that yet
The
either.
yellow powder. Is
Do you
the
want
protein
to try,
powder.
Yes.
Lucas? Lucas, do you want
But
to
the
try to
specific
take away
properties
from,
don't matter.
take away her
What does matter
scissors?
is where I found it.
Do you
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't
What's
it?
the difference between a reagent and a catalyst?
I don't know. Reagents are also used to create chemical reactions.
Shut us. I'm not sure where you got it.
Section A.
What?
Oh, just a bottle of poison Diakio just showed us.
Excuse me.
I'm positive
Section
section A. Section A.
I got it!
Yep.
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Because Dr. Ho is in charge of
So? Why?
it. He shops at Goop.
Because the culprits switched it out. That's why.
I think Byakuya could easily take them. She loves me.
I mean, this.
But she also wants to kill him.
Yeah. I couldn't believe my eyes.
He's drinking what's in the bottle.
Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips.
Protein
Because
powder.
it's protein powder.
We were so shocked at what we were seeing. All we could do was stand there and watch. But as if it was the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
That tastes awful.
No,
Drink
really.
some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
No.
Flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein? Can I see that bottle for a second?
Because it was
Do whatever
switched.
you like.
Oh, Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scrapped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Oh.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder.
So,
Which would mean that, conversely, the poison must have been in, could it be, the protein powder, the protein shake.
Oh. Okay, so you need R,
protein drink, yep.
T.
E.
You need to wait for an E.
N. D. I.
Just wait for I.
N.
Protein drink.
Now I understand.
Building our hearts back up slowly but surely.
Poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. the contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can.
Yep.
Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
Yep.
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene. A protein drink. Or, yep, use a protein drink.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true
She
cause
was
of death.
poisoned. I knew it.
I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle
No,
full
it
of
was
poison.
before.
And I already know
Oh,
exactly
because
who
at the
swapped
dining hall,
mixture.
you're saying that she wasn't feeling so good.
For real? Who was it?
She was also fighting with Monokuma.
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Evidence that shows the system. It has to be.
Footprints?
Found.
Oh! She tricked Hina into killing her.
So it's Hina that's the killer, right? Is it? What is it? What are you looking for? Yellow powder?
Footprints in the powder, right?
I got it!
Yes, there's a footprint in the powder.
It's left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
Yep.
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected.
May very well be that Hina was just trying to help her.
What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the
Go
poison.
one of two ways.
Yeah.
The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Really?
Hina.
Oh, it's Hina.
Footprints. They're mine.
And she admits it.
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it.
How did you miss that?
And the only people here who wear sneakers
The
are...
only thing I wasn't sure of is how it was going to work, whether Hina knew or didn't.
Right.
Sneakers, huh? The only people wearing sneakers here are what? Makoto,
Him and Hina.
Makoto, and Hina.
Me and Hina are
Everything's
only one.
going.
Oh, so the
I
other...
can't
That
see
explains
what
why you...
Everything's going
Apples?
apples. Oh, everything's going crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, it took me a while.
Must be Makoto. Are they yours?
No.
Okay. Then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Hina.
Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
Yeah.
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you?
Yeah.
This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of
Then
us.
explain the locked door
Say,
situation.
Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Is it true? Did you really... kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein thing. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right?
No.
That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you
No,
gave her the
that's
poison
when she
mixture.
figured out it was poison.
And then she downed it. All at once. And
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
Thank you,
You're
Kyoko.
not
Thank
about
you.
to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
Yeah, but
You still don't get it, do you?
oh,
The game
so what
we're
I said
playing
was
here
wrong.
isn't so
Then maybe she thought about killing.
Honeyed words like
Sakura?
friendship don't matter here.
No,
What matters is
the only
outwitting
thing, the
opponent.
only thing from the beginning I've been sure of is that Sakura put the chair in front of the door.
Yeah.
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
And that's what he doesn't understand.
Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
No.
Sakura sacrificed herself to save Hina.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
No, I'm really
How
not.
many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery. And
The
I'm not
locked door
convinced.
situation.
Are you talking about the locked room problem? Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not. Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, when someone leaves such a clear clue like a footprint, it's too obvious.
Obviously, he didn't think there was anything wrong.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect me.
I was just nervous. So, of course I left the footprint.
You didn't notice?
Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
And why was the protein bottle on top of the glass?
That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
Oh my God,
Nobody else to
Byakuya.
suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
I don't think Byakuya's understanding the
Right away,
situation.
I went to section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle,
Oh, you
I
didn't?
dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to section A and got the protein powder. And that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
Oh, Pog. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going
That
on.
story you just told. First you went to section C to get the poison. Then moved
They're
to
all
section A to
eyeing
get
up
the
the
protein,
truth.
right?
Yeah. He's like,
Meaning
that
you
can't
went
be
from
possible.
section C to section A.
But
Do
there's
I
no
have that
footprints.
correct?
Yeah.
But there's no footprints.
Sorry.
Sorry. Oh, it's fine. Isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it.
Byakuya?
How long?
No, I don't think so. I think he just can't
can't process.
Like, you can't even bear being wrong.
Yeah, the idea that somebody would sacrifice themselves for somebody else.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Make your argument.
Footprints in the powder is probably.
Well, let's just wait to see what they say.
First, I went to section C.
Listen to what they say.
I know. I'm just.
Sorry.
And you
Look it
spilled
up.
some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay.
So
And
now the
then
powder's on the floor.
So
I
that there
moved
should
from
have been
section
footprints
C
moving
to section A.
from C to A.
No, it's wrong. You said you went to get the poison from section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that,
Sorry.
you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C
They were
to
at section
A.
A the entire
That
time.
contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to
No.
disguise her movements?
No?
That can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous.
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
you lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
So are we gonna vote
Powder
out?
had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account. Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
I like the music.
Evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
There
Are
can
you
be.
sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Oh, he's
Just
getting
say it
mad.
already. What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Huh? A piece of glass?
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But what is it?
Glass from the window?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
The rec room window? It's the rec room window.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Sorry. Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us, it's the rec room.
Section A of the shelf, right?
Yeah.
It's section A of the shelf.
I got it! The
Are we
bottle of
gonna do
poison
that
was left on
comic
the
thing
shelf
or
in the
no?
chem lab.
Yeah.
That is what
We
you
do
said,
that once we,
right, Hina?
this is now.
Then we have to put together the series of events, which is going to be messed up in this case.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle. We
everything Hina told us was a lie?
The poison bottle was the one in
Oh,
there.
in reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right?
Wait.
What?
But then how could Hina have done that?
What?
Okay, I'm just confused because so the bottle of poison was the one in the room when the window was broken.
Right.
It was taken and replaced with the protein can.
Yeah.
But Hina was watching over Sakura. How could she have left?
If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we
I need to go to the bathroom.
there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Alright, we're just gonna pause for a second for Jack, because this is getting intense. We're not gonna go be right back. We'll just be like half a minute.
Yo. Hi. So Lucas, how are you doing the stream so far? This is getting intense now. So, yeah. I'm not sure who it is at this point. I think it is still Hina, but I think they're confused about something. Which I don't know what. That's good. Oh my god. This is getting so freaking intense. We're gonna have to do the comic thing, which I am not looking forward to, because I hope Hiro wasn't the killer. It's either Hina or Jill. No, I don't think Hiro isn't the killer. I won't blame Toko. Yeah, because I think because she gave the second blow to Sakura while Toko was in her Genocide Jill form. So we can't really blame Toko for it. But we can blame Genocide Jill for it.
So that then, whatever, and then the footprints were left to return that bottle.
This case in particular is blowing my mind whole.
It's the only thing that I can think of. Only thing I can think of.
What is it?
We'll get it. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Alright, let's
It
go.
has to do with the protein can.
Protein can was found on top of the glass, yes.
I already read
After
those.
Sakura's
Yeah,
body
oh,
was
let's just see
discovered,
what he said. Yeah, I don't think Hero's the killer.
trip over it or anything like that.
I think we
What
cleared
are you
them.
talking about? Is this
Yeah,
some kind
it's
of
just
loaded
Hina
question?
that we
Honestly, I don't think it's Hina either.
Not at all.
think it's
Answer to the
somebody
best of
else.
your ability.
Could be
That
Mia?
leaves,
I don't think it's Byakuya either.
leaves Byakuya or Kyoto. Or Kyoko. Not Kyoto, that's the city.
Or-
No, not that I remember.
The only way to explain the locked room.
Yeah, me either.
Katsukuro is the one that locked the room.
Yeah, that exactly, but
One of our series is that she killed herself, right?
Yeah.
Is that one of our series?
Okay then,
She
that
did it
settles it.
to save her friend.
Yeah.
Her friend
That
could get out.
proves that the protein can found
Yeah.
its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
yeah.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
But I don't know
How
how
can
that
you
works,
know
though.
what I don't know?
The reason she could say that is because there's evidence.
Yeah,
There's proof. Someone brought the
because it was found
protein
on top of
can
the glass.
into the rec room after it was opened. No, don't tell me we're doing comic. Okay. This might be.
Anti-protein drink. It's gonna be the bullet, most likely.
Probably.
Alright, so you should probably
When it
Oh,
comes to that
it's over
protein
there.
can,
Yeah, thank you.
sorry.
there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible. It
No,
had
it's
to
not
have been
impossible.
in there the whole time.
Yeah.
It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Is that it?
Yeah, that would have been it.
Okay. So was it empty protein
It's
drink?
unlocked. In other words, when I broke the window.
What, it could be Byakuya? I don't know.
Because the only way a shard of glass could have
When
gotten
it comes to
into
that protein
the poison
can,
bottle is if the poison
there's
bottle
not
was
a
the
doubt
one
in
in the
my
room.
mind.
Shard of glass got
Until
knocked
the
into
locked
it,
room
and when the
was
room was
unlocked,
unlocked, that
It absolutely
bottle
was
was
not
swapped
in there.
with protein shake.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Boom!
No, that's wrong.
And I'm assuming Byakuya hates being wrong.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped
Okay,
over
Ragnar.
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
Yep.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Which is where we found Byakuya.
Yeah.
But then
That's
the only
all
thing
true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
So she did.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was?
Yeah.
Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
So she killed
Tell
herself.
us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Ooh, some humility from Byakuya.
Before we get to that, We need to clarify one other thing.
Hina's involvement.
We need to establish who exactly
Are
got
you
the
sure?
poison
So
from the
Hiro,
chem lab
so Hina
and took
is
it to the
involved
rec
in
room.
this.
Yeah.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
When he got the poison from the chem lab, brought it to the rec room. Had to have been.
Hina.
Wait.
We have 4
I
hearts.
think the footprints were Hina returning the bottle of poison.
Okay, so you think it was Sakura?
I think it was Sakura that grabbed the poison. And then Hina returned the poison bottle after it, when she swapped it.
On a countdown timer here.
Yeah, okay, just...
Sakura?
If it's wrong, we'll have 3D.
Okay.
Nailed it.
It was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you
We're
lie
not lying, Hina. It's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her.
Drop powder on her. What?
Oh god, are we gonna have to do a time battle?
Yep.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking!
0, 2, 4,
You're a
4,
liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
1,
Wrong! You're wrong!
3, 5.
I hate you! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura
Wait,
took the
hold on, hold on.
poison?
Oh, yeah, that's the only choice you have, so shoot it.
Shoot it, shoot it.
Prove it?
Oh.
Oh, goodness.
Did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
Yes.
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
And she would have been kind
So
of
the
woozy,
powder we
right?
found on Sakura. What else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
It was
Oh,
only
not
on her
Ogre,
inside,
man.
right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing. Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No.
You
didn't
did
kill
not
her.
kill her, Hina.
You killed Sakura. Sakura.
So Sakura killed herself?
One that killed Sakura.
Are we gonna have to choose a dead one? We're gonna have to choose a dead one.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
But of course, Sakura wanted to create the locked room. Yeah, Sakura wanted to create the locked room.
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. Yep, she sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Hina wanted to make it look like you didn't commit suicide.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything. And Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. Oh, that's when she left. Right.
Did you call Kyoko Lavender or Lilac? I've been going with Lilac.
Yeah, that's good.
I think lavender was a little bit
Darker, yeah.
Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section
So,
with the protein powder.
no blackened?
There, you took the powder and
So
poured it
nobody
into the bottle of
died.
poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like
Maybe
that,
because it's a chance
the
for
footprints make
everyone else
perfect
to die.
sense.
Yeah.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were
This is
back
the
in
first
rec
trial I've ever seen that nobody actually gets executed. Or this is going to be the first one
Well, we'll see. Oh, ogre!
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
Sakura's been killed, I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, you should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like
I
that.
forgot that she left to go get everybody else.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation.
Well, that was really fucking stupid. Because had we blamed Hiro, we would all die.
As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious
Maybe she was
evidence,
ready to die.
right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison, vital pieces of evidence, and yet,
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Yeah. Yes.
No!
That's your only.
Kill her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. You have to end this properly.
Oh, great.
Oh, goodness gracious. Sakura wanted to talk to Hiro, Toko, and one other person.
Byakuya. So I guess we just need to find Byakuya. Byakuya.
Crazy there.
A little bit.
Okay. Toko got to the rec room and hid somewhere. Oh, in the locker. Okay. Oh, there. Okay, doesn't seem to be anything here.
You're getting the candy.
So I couldn't grab the bottle.
Oh, see that
Hiro
was?
slamming her in the fucking head.
What was in the Monokuma bottle that Hiro hit Sakura with? The night one, right?
Yeah.
It was the night one. What did Hiro do to try to cover up the murder?
Toko, writing Toko.
Toko.
That one, I think it'd be. No, that's
There was one that
Sakura's
said
hand.
Toko.
So we need to. Toko. Okay. At that point, Toko, who's in the locker.
She did something with the magazine, right? She put it in the magazine, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, I think.
That one?
I think so, but go through all of them first.
Yeah, just to make sure we don't. Yeah, okay.
Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, do that one.
And then.
And go back to the night for a second. See, because there's a bottle with the night. So instead of the night break, so maybe it's which one did they hit with? So you need to choose the. I don't know.
Oh, because
Like, which one do you think? Do you think it's?
Well, let's move on ahead and see if there's a place for the other one.
What did you do with the magazine that had the dying message written on it? She hit it. Which would be...
Is this the wrong one?
Maybe.
Then what?
What Toko was in the locker?
Maybe put the...
She saw?
Oh. This?
Hold on, there was another one with her in a locker, maybe? Oh, no, that one. What was the other one that we did with her? That was her getting in the locker, right?
Yes.
That's what Toko...
Wait, maybe put the hand on the locker? Or is that one already seen?
Or is that her getting out of the locker?
I can't tell.
So maybe it is that one with the locker, because it shows that that's her looking out of the locker.
It looks more like she's hiding.
Yeah.
So maybe... Yeah. You know, let's just do that one. Let's just do that one. Goes in the Monokuma bottle. That would be the night.
Excuse me. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
And then at that point, Toko was in the locker.
Maybe came out, which would be that one.
Saw all that stuff, and then put the magazine back on the shelf.
Which would be that one. Or maybe not. Yeah. Yeah.
Genocide Joe, Shaboom.
Goes in the Monokuma bottle. The Genocide Jack hits Sakura with... That would be the queen one. What actually killed Sakura came from the cat. It would be that one, right? Chem. No?
Yeah, it was that bottle.
Yeah, I was just checking.
So it was Chem C9. There's something on the floor near Sakura's body which someone grabbed. Yep, I think that would be the protein shake. What was it that they switched with the...
That was the cup protein shake.
What is that? Okay.
Great, so... The one we're missing here is... This one.
Yeah, it's just deciding on whether it's the night.
The Monokuma bottle that hits her. Hero hits her.
So what was in it? So it's either the bottle that shows it or the night smashing.
Let's just do this one.
Well, it wasn't just the night, it was the Monokuma.
Yeah, because the other one shows the Monokuma and the queen, right?
Yeah.
So reenact? I think we got everything here.
We all good?
Yeah.
The killer is you!
Okay.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Still with us, Lucas?
You alive?
Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one
Three
of them
people who
headed out
arrived
a
at the
bit
crime
earlier
scene.
than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
What?
The other one.
Oh, okay, so it was the other one. Where? That was.
Bugger and bungholes.
Okay.
So we were right about it the first time.
I think it's because that one shows the locker.
Yeah. The hiding one is her seeing everything. Yeah, 'cause that's like her seeing everything.
The killer is you! But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Yes.
And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Dun dun dun.
Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
What? Oh, so it was the night one.
You had to choose the one that showed the bottle.
We're
Right
here?
there. Yep, it's just the one with the bottle.
Dang.
Yep.
Here's exactly what happened.
No, because you picked the same one again.
What? You told me to pick that one.
Oh, sorry. That's my bad.
Wait.
I got confused. Yeah, it's the one that shows the
Just-
night on the floor.
Just the night. Okay, let's reenact this.
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime.
But it's fine, 'cause I don't think we have to do a bullet time battle again, right? 'Cause we already did it like a bunch of times.
And forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name.
We're gonna bullet time battle.
Toko.
Sakura?
By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her.
I killed her.
But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing.
2 times.
So as soon as the coast
No,
was
that was the
clear,
one time.
she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
Okay, cool.
Take it with it.
Because she put it
But
upside
in her
down.
rush, she
Put it
made
upside
one
down.
little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down.
Dun, dun, dun.
Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out.
Damn, this poor girl got
Just
hit in the
like
head
Hiro,
twice.
She grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same
Alright,
type
did
of
we get this
weapon.
right? Or was it the other one?
But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive.
Uh-huh.
So then, what was Sakura's
She's
actual
a
cause
tough
of death?
one.
How are her hands bleeding?
Yes! It was the poison that Sakura
Somebody cleaned her
herself
up?
got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath.
No, I saw a bit of blood on it.
Right, but when we found the body, her hands were clean.
The rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort... was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life.
Fortunately.
And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that
Well,
right?
first she tried to blame Hiro and then Toko.
So two people were
Probably
blamed.
still knowing that stuff was
Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
So,
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
yep. Okay.
Oh, we got an A.
I expected us to get at least a B.
I don't get B.
Okay. I think we can all agree you
So
made
who
your
are we?
point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted
There's
yet.
no one to vote.
Oh yeah, that's right.
vote for Sakura.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just
So we're just gonna vote
gotta
for
do it.
Sakura?
Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote.
Can we just all agree to vote for Genocide Joe?
Yeah, really.
Who will be chosen as the Kraken?
Well, no, because she didn't do it, so they don't.
Oh, right, then we
Will
have
you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be?
So I think we're just gonna vote for a dead person.
Apparently so.
Because technically she's the one who did it. Because she killed herself. So
Suicide is technically a form of murder. What's he gonna do? Batter her corpse around?
Okay.
it's one who killed Sakura. It's Sakura herself.
My
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet you... Why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted.
What?
I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You should have been the
I
one
couldn't
to
let her be the
die.
only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
For serious? That's...
What is this?
Still don't understand? Then let me explain.
But
Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when
But-
she died?
we're not the Black and Zoo, so we can't just. Anyway, keep going.
Look at this.
Such brutality.
It just made me desperate, so instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it.
Technically, Mum's...
Sorry.
By my own hand.
That's.
I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note.
Suicide note?
Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office.
Don't move, just...
I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't
my
forgive
closest friend
this!
got hurt. Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible, so she thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them.
They biffed her over the head with a bottle.
You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you...
Hina.
Hina, please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. They're friends.
Not to mention, even Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya together couldn't take down this behemoth.
Sakura. She clearly believed. Sorry, I yawned.
Oh.
She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable.
No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means.
Okay. Well, Hiro thought that Sakura was trying to kill him.
Right, but her point is that that was his automatic assumption. Without talking to her.
Without saying one word.
Without saying one word to her, he automatically assumed she was trying to kill him.
Oh, that is kind of Okay, so I see your point.
So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you'd pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
Hina, you came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. Well, what's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some
I'd like
protein.
some protein. Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized... I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. By the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in. Please open the door.
Why?
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 Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it.
Hina.
We killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live.
And that's why you tried to lead us astray? You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial?
Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
Sorry to interrupt, Roman, you're about to live the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have an idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say?
Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion of what a suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she's thinking. It's her and me.
In other words,
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
yes, indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
Suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's
This is the
true.
one Sakura addressed to Hina and put it in her room.
Oh, he's messing with evidence.
Oh.
What? Then you lied to me?
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Oh, this fucking bear.
I can't help it. You totally took my little scribble at face value. Didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence?
Yes.
Did I affect the outcome of the class trial?
Yes.
The game played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, that would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
And
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna
I'm
do?
glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
So you're gonna switch up your voice right now.
So how?
Hey!
Don't you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know?
When he reads it, do you want me to like Barry White it?
What?
Like in the old Kyoko voice?
Can I do that?
Sure.
Phone, please.
You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Give me the willies.
enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
okay, geez. Talk about a buzzkill. Here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
Oh, that's you.
It was our first night in this strange school, but the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried about that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call
He's
me their
getting
friend.
it.
Oh, yeah. That's how I came to feel.
So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course! Because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with me just accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told, and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning.
Jeez, I'm getting a lump in my throat, man.
No.
Whatever you think of me,
Why?
please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
We're not...
Sakura.
I've never had people like you in my life.
What does lump in throat mean?
Getting emotional.
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us.
Yes.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak.
God dang.
Quite the opposite, in fact.
This is actually kinda...
She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much.
What is happening
no
for
normal
this
person could
one
do that.
death, dude?
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Oh, man.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end.
Fuck you, Monokuma.
I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant. but I have to leave
This
the
is
rest
why
to you.
I freaking hate this bear, dude.
Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through my actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my
She's
friend,
reading it.
who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But
See you.
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still...
What are you gonna do?
But man, all our melling was like totally pointless.
Show that fucking bear.
She died. You guys didn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway.
You tampered with evidence, Mr. Bear.
Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all.
No, it did.
In fact, it's because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead. She deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean next victim? Nobody here blames anyone. Huh? First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Get mad, dude.
Huh? Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either.
Huh? Whether or not there's a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else. What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you. Remember? Your enemy is each other.
He's absolutely right about that.
Lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you?
This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There could be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear of this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating.
What's going on here?
Now I have only one thing to look forward to,
It's all clear.
and that is to heap the harshest possible punishment
Wait, so is Byakuya
onto the one who
gonna
thinks
get
they can
punished?
control me.
Byakuya, does this mean...
Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking.
Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire.
Everyone.
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning?
How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
what the heck?
The fun time?
Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to
It's the
punish
moment
you
you've
guys?
all been waiting for. Punishment time.
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead.
You're not gonna...
Oh, yeah. Is it me?
Oh, heavens no. Just because I'm black and the dead doesn't mean I can just summon whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bear times one rule.
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
special guest?
Somebody's gonna...
Alter ego!
What?
Oh, no.
It's alter ego!
No.
Found alter ego.
Oh,
No!
no.
You are freaking kidding me! What? That's why he was so mad, because he found alter ego.
Oh, no.
Oh! Freaking hate this bear, dude.
I mean, alter ego did say it was a risk.
Oh god, I wonder what Kyoko's reaction is gonna be to that.
I'm hoping alter ego like downloaded itself somewhere in there and is hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for
That's
too.
what I'm thinking. Alter Ego had a network cable access.
You!
You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk.
Phew! That really took it out of me! Maybe we'll grill up a plate of chicken! After all, they say proposed workout grub, chicken where it's at, and I'm all about the grilled goodness! Fried? Broiled? Give me a break! The color? The smell? The succulence? Grilled? Where is that?
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid.
Alter Ego's words ripped my heart and soul. My disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up to my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you! That was my friend! How dare you kill him!
What's the matter?
Huh? You're a friend of the laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friend of the basketball? Shut the heck. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop. He was my friend. And you killed him. Is this what you call animism? What if soul dwells within all things? Even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So, you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew. And you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
yeah.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey.
So, of course, I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so we can all get out of here.
Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life.
I believe you did.
And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment has made me feel a billion times better.
Very.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. Made me remember that very low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the death of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad, like just unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
Oh God.
What?
Postscript.
Yep, there's still a bit more left of Sakura's note.
Oh God.
Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears to the deluxe tones of yours truly. Dulcet. One other thing, Huda. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully, it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here. And so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is...
Oopsie daisy! That was a close one! Another word, we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory!
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today! It's you.
What? You can't just stop at the most important bit.
Makes you rain, rumble, and tumble, huh? Makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh? That's the whole point, stupid! It's to keep back at all of you for hardening your resolve!
Fine, but at least Sakura's note...
Like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs have it!
But...
Too bad.
Sakura, you loser! Wait, what's this?
What is it now?
There's one last line in the note!
And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it.
Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die? She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regret of the outside world? Think about that. Think long. Think hard. Oh my God, I hate that frickin' bear. Those are his parting words to us before disappearing. What was all that about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school? The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You. What did you do? What did you do to my body?
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Well,
The mastermind did something to our bodies.
gross.
What are they saying the mastermind did? Maybe brainwashed? What did the mastermind do to us?
Or did they make them forget who they were?
Maybe. I mean,
No, when she said, "What did you do to my body?"
Yeah.
That feels more physical than mental.
But then there's all those pictures that make it look like people have known each other before.
did the mastermind plant a bomb on us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off. And the bomb explodes. I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone. So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up? Excuse me. Go ahead and read it.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's get out of here.
But
Hina must still feel responsible.
Should dial back that ego a bit, girl? The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up.
seriously, I'm sorry.
How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then, I'll try. Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
Cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Uh-oh.
Huh? What are you talking about? That is absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Ball?
What the heck?
That's right. I called you a sleazeball, because you are sleazeball.
Apparently, you still have a death wish.
Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
Ooh!
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master! You're making me jealous. I want the abuse give and take. Me!
Guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's how it is for now. Oh my god, dude.
Goodness freaking gracious.
And so Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us.
The 5th floor should probably be open.
Bing bong!
This is a school attack, but soon the doors to the dining hall. Okay then. Sweet dreams.
Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. Couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. The night suddenly
Excuse me, I'm so sorry, folks.
a voice. I could hear a voice.
Wake up.
Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazy half consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. Oh God!
Kyoko?
Kyo.
How did she get into the room?
Yes, it's me.
Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
Flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up.
Oh, I see. Wait, but my door.
It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless.
It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey,
Always, and you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised.
What time is it?
correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course.
It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? Well, should we talk to her?
Yeah?
It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask.
What's your favor?
So,
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not just gonna lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that.
Okay, but how do you plan to do that? And Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered, The data center.
We're on the 4th floor.
What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there.
Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. So is this a good place to stop? It's like 3 hours.
Yeah, probably. Go to bed.
I mean, but I do kind of want to see the data center.
Well, find out from your dad.
Dad, do you want to keep going to see what the data center looks like?
It's fine.
Okay.
But how much longer, okay?
Okay. Made my way into the after-hours school and headed to the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually, I wound up at the data center. When I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. She may be inside already? Put my hand at the door with a certain amount of force. It didn't open. I tried again, but it must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up, mister? God, breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited. Don't
Just
you
playing
know?
around with the doorknob, you didn't breaking in.
Oh, well, you're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But I can see that, you dolt. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. Looks like you might break in any second. I thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Oh, come on. Or are you going to try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. 3 o'clock in the morning for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know? Stop being weird and go back to bed.
What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket?
Kyoko.
You too? You guys?
Whatever. The two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto. Let's head back.
What?
Hey.
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving.
I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's just go.
Okay. Yeah! Get on out of here! Go on! Get out of here! Shoo! Well, guess we don't get to see what's inside the data center. So we left and went back to our rooms.
A ruse of some kind.
And then...
Goodbye.
So, goodbye.
Hold on. Listen, what was that all about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked. And then she shows up late and we leave without checking a single thing? What was the point of all that?
Don't worry about it.
I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night.
Sure. And then that was over.
She had a plan. She knows what she's doing.
But as I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Who's that? What? Kyogo's right next to me once again, whispering into my ear. Who's that?
Ikusaba.
Ikusaba.
The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Oh!
The one they call the ultimate despair.
Shit. I don't want to meet that
Watch out for
person.
her.
Watch out for her.
Well?
Okay.
Oh,
The
that
end?
ends the chapter.
That ends the stream for tonight, I think.
Yes, sir.
7? Oh, probably because the 16
We just found out
students.
about a 16 students, so they're now in fact seven students.
Alter Lump. Oh, that's from Alter Ego.
Yeah, that's from what he used to destroy Alter Ego. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
This
game.
Well, that was an episode.
Mukuro Ikusaba. What?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden
Hidden
somewhere in this
On the 5th floor?
Maybe.
The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself.
100-mile dash. Pain of a junk food junkie.
That's AoE.
It's AoE.
Yeah.
In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall.
Okay, we should stop. We should stop.
I'm trying to.
Yeah,
I
know.
just need a spot to stop it. So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk.
Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well,
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think. Anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my
And no
family.
matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them.
huh?
Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. I'm gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
Oh, she's getting mad.
Deal.
She didn't snap back at you.
Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission.
What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water.
He means talk.
I don't care.
Oh!
And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under?
I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs.
Pressure band obviously irritated Byakuya. We all started our exploration. Okay, this is a good place to stop.
Alright, kids.
This was
Folks, everyone in between.
This was a episode.
Wow. This was...
This brought me to a newfound freaking hatred for the bear.
Oh, man.
That, I
I
swear.
gotta tell you.
I want to freaking kill that bear. You have no idea how much I want to kill him.
I'm gonna just mute out the sounds for a minute. Oh goodness, what's everybody's thoughts here? I mean,
I don't know.
holy shit.
Holy crap, bud. So what are you gonna name the episode?
I don't know.
Honestly,
Hmm?
it just goes to show you that nothing is safe.
I think that was possibly the most emotional episode.
Well, yeah, but it also goes to show you how low the mastermind will stoop when things aren't going the way he wants them to.
And Monokuma, obviously.
Well, Monokuma works for the
Who's,
mastermind.
so we assume was
Yeah.
a servant of
Yeah,
said mastermind.
but I mean, to mess with evidence like that, just because it would make things too boring.
Pretty frickin'. Danganronpa.
yeah, it's holy shit. And Sakura, she's the hero of this fucking game as far as I'm concerned.
Do you like Sakura?
I love Sakura.
Me too.
Oh man, I'm trying to express what I'm trying to say, and she fought for all of them, even though they all turned on her.
Well, I think it's unfair
Well, not all
to say
of
that
them,
all
but
of them turned on her. I think it was. It's fair to say that trust was broken a little bit. Like Makoto and Kyoko and even Aoi to an extent is sort of just, then you get that cautious. It was the other three that sort of went, blah, 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 blah.
Wait, Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya just totally...
Well, because those are the only three that she asked to speak to. So those were the only three she felt had some very strong feelings against her. Everyone else, it was just sort of like... Okay,
caution them.
Yeah, well, we proved... we, as Makoto, proved that we weren't against her when we stood by her.
Yeah.
We were just a bit cautious.
She knew Hina was on her side.
Yeah. And
Kyoko
didn't
was...
say...
Yeah, Kyoko was neutral.
But Byakuya,
Pretty much all things.
But Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro were the ones that turned on her, I think.
Definitely Byakuya.
And Toko will follow whatever Byakuya
Toko took her cue from Byakuya.
Hero's I think, first instinct was like, oh god,
Yeah, he's just kind of a dumbass.
Yeah. But, I mean, those still were the only three people she asked to speak to.
Oh boy, this was an episode that... I don't know, man. That bear I wish could just die in the deepest pits of hell. Yeah. That bear I wish could just die at the deepest pits of hell. What?
I'm just listening to what you're saying.
That's just my honest feeling for Monokuma. To be honest with you. At first, he just kind of seemed like that creepy guy. Now he turned into that, like... At first when I thought of him, it was just like... I don't know, I didn't mind him even though he was a total psychopath, but now I freaking hate him.
Well, yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I used to be embarrassed to admit it, but during the reading of Sakura's suicide note, I was kind of tearing up a bit. Like, that was rough, man. She was pure. She was a protector.
Yeah.
She was the strong who would protect the weak.
Yeah.
And she gave her own life in order to protect everybody.
Yeah.
And then Monokuma fucked with her sacrifice.
Yeah.
Which...
Honestly, it's not really unexpected. Just didn't know that she had left another note.
Right, but it dials me in. It makes me hate him that much more.
Yeah, me too.
And so, we will continue.
Tomorrow, hopefully.
Oh, well...
Actually, I think...
It can't be until the weekend, buddy.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the weekend. Due to work schedules. So, tomorrow, likely we'll have some more Bully. Continue on with that.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. And, oh, shit. I mean, I'm with you, Jack. I'm eager...
I'm eager to play
to
more.
Find out more, but...
I think...
Hey, life happens.
Yeah.
And we're going to get through this, and we're going to figure it all out.
Yeah.
And it may take some time, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So, for now, we're going to say goodbye.
Yep.
And we'll see y'all later. Everybody want to say goodbye?
Bye.
See you later.
A biento.
See you soon.
Good night, everybody, and thanks for joining in.
Bye.